Wondering what $1 million gets you here in Spokane? We're gonna check out 5 properties today all across Spokane County so you can see how far that money goes in different areas and different neighborhoods and see which one is best for you. Stick around. So you probably fit into a pool of one of 2 people. The first person being somebody that's moving here from Seattle or California where you just sold a 1,500 to 1,600 square foot home to 800,000 to 1.1 million, and you're moving here to Spokane and your mind is blown at how far your money is gonna go. Or you're somebody that is from Spokane or from another market, maybe like the Midwest, where you have seen the prices skyrocket. You never thought a home could be worth $1 million in this area, and now they are. So it's time to get educated. What does $1 million get you here in Spokane? Whether you're looking to move up, downsize from where you are, or you're right sizing, this is what it looks like and what you can get in various neighborhoods around the Spokane area. So we're going to jump to my website and check out a few of these properties. Currently in Spokane, roughly the Spokane County area, we're a little small right here, but this is kind of like what I would consider Spokane Metro. We have 21 properties currently listed between 950,000 and 1.1 million. Now we don't have time to check out all of these, but as you can see, there's kind of pockets of where these properties exist. Over here we have the Greenacres, Morningside Heights area. Right here we have Liberty Lake. This is the South Hill, where there tends to be some more historic homes that have been maintained or renovated that bring the value up. And then we have up here on the northwest side of Spokane, the Colbert neighborhood, and then in and around the 9 Mile and 7 Mile Falls areas. So depending on where you need to work or what your commute looks like, that could have a big effect on which area you pick, because maybe you're somebody that is actually working in Idaho and Coeur d'Alene, but $1 million actually doesn't even get you that far. It's probably somewhat similar to you people moving here from California and Seattle. And so maybe you want to live on the Washington side and you might be able to afford a little bit more. So you live in Greenacres or Liberty Lake, and then you just make the commute over to Idaho. But maybe you are working in downtown Spokane, and so you want to stay close to the downtown core. And so now you're looking somewhere on the South Hill. But if you're also, again, if you're moving from Seattle or California, you might be a 30-minute drive to work might not sound like a lot. From somebody from Spokane, I don't like to drive more than like 7 to 10 minutes anywhere I go. I've never had an office that was further away than that. But an hour drive to work is probably totally normal for you. So getting out into the country, which is about a 30-minute drive up here, is probably not that intimidating to you and something that you are probably willing to do. So let's check out this first property here. The first one that we've got is in Greenacres in Morningside Heights, and so that's down here just south of the Spokane Valley. You can't really look at $1 million homes around Spokane without checking out Morningside Heights. It's basically just up on a hill south of the I-90 on your way to Liberty Lake, and it's kind of one of the, I would say, premier neighborhoods in Spokane, one of the areas that was really built up to be more of a luxury place in 2006, and it's continuing to be. New homes are built every year all the time, and so but there aren't many neighborhoods that were built up as luxury neighborhoods in the 2000s, but this is one of them. So you're gonna get builder grade, like 2000, like it's a builder home from the early 2000s, and so you'll see a lot of these oak cabinets, oak colors, things like that, but you'll get more high-end features, like you might actually have a pool. Your square footage is going to be a lot. You have 4,200 square feet, 5 beds, 3 baths, covered porch. So you'll be looking at more of the amenities and just access to that neighborhood, because a lot of people find that neighborhood to be very prestigious in many ways. It's fairly often for these construction styles to have, to be 3 floors, like you have a walkout basement, main level, and potentially even a second floor. And then with that, they've built them so that you can actually live just on the main floor. So you can, even though these homes are huge, they do plan on people staying there for a long time and retiring there. So you have your primary suite on the main floor, laundry on the main floor, things like that, so that you can stay there for a long time. But yeah, let's see if we can check out this Matterport tour here and give you a quick look inside of this home. So yeah, we jump into the main. So they're all very standard layouts. As soon as you see a few of them, you realize that a lot of homes that were built in this early to mid 2000s were built with the same layout. So you walk in, you have your formal living room, you have your office off to the right here. Many people would turn that maybe into a home gym or something. But tall ceilings, wide open, hardwood floors. So you have a little upgraded, not using LVP or anything like that. They're actually using real wood, but nice and open. But for what today's, like, it's not necessarily modern, you know, it's well built, it's well done, and it's in really great shape, but it's not necessarily like your 2020, 2022 construction that would be a little bit more whites, grays, blacks, with wood accents. This very much feels a little bit dated, but you're getting a lot of quality. Like, everything is real hardwood, real granite, real stone. So what you are getting for your money is definitely high value. So, but you got the walk-in closet, walk-in bathroom, and yeah, so these houses are huge if you're looking for something like that. No, it's not 11,000 to 12,000 square feet, but 4,000 square feet in Spokane is definitely a large home, and really considered anywhere to be a fairly large home for $1 million. So here you come down to your basement, you have a wide open basement. Usually there's 2 bedrooms back here with the bathroom, and then this house has an additional bedroom over on this side. So, so looking at the map, that is down here in the Morningside Heights area. So you're really located close to Liberty Lake, close to the South Valley where there's a lot more amenities. And then it's just not too far of a trip to make it to I-90 if you are looking to make it to I-90 to go east-west for your commute. So that's Morningside Heights for you. You're very much in a neighborhood, but a large home and a luxury neighborhood. All of your neighbors are gonna be, fairly wealthy for the Spokane area. Doctors, lawyers, people with businesses, all those types of people are gonna be living in that neighborhood. And so if you're looking for neighbors in an environment with those types of people in it, then that could be a great fit. And especially if location-wise, you need to be east of Spokane, that's a great option for you. So the next one we're gonna do is we're gonna actually jump kitty corner, basically, across Spokane County. We're going from the Morningside Heights area all the way up to 9 Mile Falls. So this next home is actually pretty similar. It's a 4-bed, 4-bath, and then 4,200 square feet. So really not that much smaller than the last one, but you are actually going to get 10 acres with the property. Built same year, 2006 as well. So we see a lot of similar features: oak cabinets, hardwood floors, stone fireplace. It's empty, so it's not as cluttered, so it feels a little bit more high class just from the photos. But so a lot of similar build, but basically you're just, instead of getting the luxury neighborhood, you're getting complete privacy on your 10 acres. You're also getting a shop with another large shed area. And so if you're looking for a little bit more space, then that's definitely the way to go. Moving to the north side of Spokane versus the Liberty Lake, Morningside Heights area, you're going to get some land and some privacy. So that would be definitely a benefit of making a commute to downtown Spokane or somebody else. You're basically sacrificing a little bit of time for the lifestyle of having privacy, not being next to your neighbors, and just having some land to hike on, to work on your projects, all that kind of stuff. And the cool thing is that there's actually, in some areas in Spokane, specifically on the north side, there are areas where there are gated communities with 10-acre parcels, 20-acre parcels. And so you're kind of backcountry. It can take you a minute to get to those places, but then there's also just a gate that separates the main road to whatever dirt driveway you got to drive to get up to your property. So security is definitely a big deal. And so if you're somebody that's looking for, maybe you're not quite a doomsday prepper, but you like to have your privacy, you want to know that your property is secure, then looking for something like that where you have a large parcel, but the road is cut off and people can't just come driving up the driveway willy-nilly, then this can definitely be an awesome option for you. But this property is gorgeous. I mean, you're very close to Riverside State Park, the Little Spokane River, and the treed aspect of it. That makes the land even more valuable because people definitely will pay a premium for land with trees on it versus just some flat land, which I believe we'll see in another property coming up here shortly. So another coveted area in Spokane is the South Hill neighborhood. Lots of historic homes, many of the oldest neighborhoods in Spokane, and many homes literally on the historic register. And so this home came up this week actually, and I'm super excited about it. It's a very cool listing. I'm very excited for the agent that has that listing. Let's see if I can switch my screen here. Anyway, we're looking at right here on Spokane South Hill on Sumner Drive, which is a very, it's just a couple blocks and but it's very high class. I mean, you turn the corner onto Sumner and these are actual mansions. We don't have a lot of places in Spokane that I would consider like a mansion, a row of mansions or anything like that. There's a few of them. They all happen to be on the South Hill for the most part, but this listing is awesome. 1929 build, old craftsman. These people purchased it, I believe, like 5 years ago and have just probably spent a few $100,000 renovating it. They added this amazing 3-car garage with a loft above it. And so this house is just massive now and really incredible. It's funny because from the front, it doesn't look like this huge house, but they completely upgraded the inside using beautiful hardwood floors, refinished those, brand new kitchen, great gold fixtures, stainless steel appliances. But now you're just getting some real class with your property. You're getting the wood window frames, brick accents, which is awesome. And so you're actually getting a property with a little bit more character. And you're just living in a neighborhood where it's like maybe you don't have land, but you have so many parks around you. You're almost basically across the street from Cliff Park, down the street from Cannon, and a little bit further from Manitou. So if you're willing to just walk a little bit and share your land with your neighbors, then you just have access to over 100 acres of park just within a few minutes of you. I just think this property is incredible, really classy, and they just did an amazing job with this renovation. So if you're looking for craftsman style, but liking the modern features, that's definitely possible. Sometimes they're more few and far between, but if you're somebody that also is willing to put in some work and renovate something, you can find there are a handful of these listed for sale in the $500,000 or $600,000 range that could be restored and brought back to life like something like this. So that's definitely a possibility if you have a big vision. And if you need to get connected with an interior designer, I have lots of those connections as well. If you're liking this video so far, it's providing you some value, head over to my Instagram, Hayden Halstead, over on Instagram. We'd love to have a follow from there. Hit the like on this video and subscribe so we can keep bringing you content every single week and updating you on what's going on here in Spokane. Let's check out the last couple homes here. So we're jumping back over to East Spokane, but in Greenacres. So Morningside Heights is here, Liberty Lake's up here, Greenacres is like right over here. Greenacres tends to be another place where you can get some land, but in the valley. It can be a little bit more expensive. This is 7.8 acres. House is still 4,400 square feet, 6 bed, 4 bath. And it's fairly updated, honestly. So it's actually like kind of nice, new cabinetry, fun backsplash. So this actually has a little bit of modern character, I'd say. They didn't just go totally boring. There's some cool tile work in the bathroom here. If my computer will load a little bit faster, but that's a really cool spot. Really love this shape of this tub. The external spout is very cool, and the tile accent throughout the bathroom is really unique. So similar size, but you're actually, again, if you're choosing to not live in one of the most prestigious neighborhoods, you basically can just flop that with 7 to 10 acres of land and have some really cool features about your property other than just the house and where it's located. All right, and the last one here is similar to number 2, I believe, but it's northwest Spokane, right outside of Riverside State Park. But this is kind of where we're seeing some flat land and some. The great thing about looking at active listings is we can kind of determine if we think it's overpriced or not, or what it's going to sell for. This home is definitely a little bit more questionable. It's about 800 square feet smaller than the last few that we've looked at. It is on 10 acres, and it's got some cool features like the shop with the horse stalls, but this land isn't necessarily as usable. it's hard to tell from the pictures here, but this is definitely like a very steep cliff you've got going on. So I don't know how much you'd actually be able to access and or hike your own land. If a lot of it's unusable, it might not be the most attractive thing to own. So it is a very cool house, updated on the outside and some cool features, but again, on the inside, you're looking at, this probably is a 2005 build, there you go. And so you have a lot of beige, a lot of cream carpets, some stone accents again that it might be a little bit outdated, but if you were somebody that needed some, had some horses, needed some that type of flat land and some stalls for them, then this could be a good property for you. But the good part about this location being kind of northwest Spokane is it's pretty easy to actually get to the airport. It's probably about a 15-minute drive or so. So if you're somebody that is traveling a lot, it's actually pretty possible to have property in northwest Spokane away from the city, away from I-90, and be able to access some of the back roads to make it to the airport in a pretty short amount of time. So if you're somebody that is traveling a lot, don't necessarily think that you can't have a property that's a little bit outside of the city and away from I-90. If you are looking west of Spokane, it's actually fairly easy to get to the airport in a short period of time. So I hope this video was helpful to you and you were able to learn something about what properties are selling for, what $1 million gets you here in Spokane, whether you're buying up to $1 million or you just sold $1 million house somewhere else and you are leveling up your lifestyle with that $1 million. I would love to help you out. I'm a realtor here in Spokane, Washington. Would love to answer any questions you have. Head down to the description, be able to look at my website, shoot me a call, text, or email any day or night, and we'd love to help you out. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next video.